and welcome back to the Average Joe podcast. Of course, I'm your host, your Joe, and we have special guest Tizzy back again.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you. Our video did so good last time. Thank you so much. So, I had to bring my girl back real quick.
Listen, I just be talking shit, y'all. Don't mind me.
Right, just saying one or two things. So today's topic, what's today's topic, Tizzy?
Independent woman.
Because she's like, my independent woman. So we're going to do a little case study. A little...
Good thing or bad thing? Which one?
Which one? No, literally, which one is it? So, you're an independent woman.
I would like to think so.
How's it, this independent route? Like, how's it going? And how's it going for you?
Honestly, it's good. It has its good times and bad times. Like,
what are the bad times?
The bad times are times when, like, you're bored and you just want someone to be there. That's it. I do everything else myself, but,
And are you tired of doing it yourself, or like, what's going on? Like, are you okay? Or
it depends. There's certain things I like enjoy doing. Cooking, I like doing that. I hate washing dishes, but but it's definitely some things that are more enjoyable than others. It's not like I don't get it done. I get it done at the end of the day.
Is it the loneliness? Is that what it more so entails? Because it's not like you said, you're an independent, highly successful woman. So it's not the bills are getting, those necessarily things taken care of.
Bills are priority.
Yeah, first and foremost. But is it more so the lonely nights alone or the companionship? Is it more so that aspect that you feel is missing?
So funny enough, there are days where I feel like that's what's missing. And then I have somebody come around into my space. And I'm just like, get out of my space. I need my space because like you're just not helping in any way. You're adding to my responsibilities, and it's just like no.
So is it let's just ask this question: are you okay with dating a guy who makes less than you, or you are the financial breadwinner in the situation? Are you okay with that?
Well, what?
You being the financial breadwinner in the situation?
No.
Or you're not okay with it at any point?
No. I want someone to add to me. Like, I'm saying I have this, and that. I'm bringing this to the table. At least add to the table. Not just be like, oh, that's an opportunity. I want to take that opportunity because she got everything set. Because as much as people think they do, there's always room for improvement.
Always. And you brought up this table. You as an independent woman, what do you bring to this table that you said he needs to be adding to? So what
you asking more so the financial aspect I have.
Financial, but outside, like in totality. Like you said, he needs to be adding to this table. So what is this table, and what is the table? What is it?
I will say, this is kind of going off the topic about being an
independent woman, yeah.
But I will say, like, I'm such a chill person. Like, I don't like to argue. I don't like to nag. If you show that you are actually trying to help, even the little amount, I'll be so grateful. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, I get tired too. I work long hours. I come back from work sometimes and I'm tired. And I would just like the small things.
Okay.
For you to realize, first of all, that I'm tired. I've worked a long shift, and me coming home and it's just like, oh, you did this for me. Like, I've come home before to someone like, oh, they made food or they brought food. They knew I was so tired I couldn't cook, and they made sure that I came home to food.
To something. Okay.
Or to something. A clean house.
Which is something.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what do you think are some of the pros and cons of being an independent woman?
Pros, you don't have to depend on anybody. Cons, you drive a lot of people away because they feel like they're not important in your life, and they feel like, okay, so what can I really do for you? Nothing. They feel like they can do nothing for you.
Or do you make them feel that way? Because
I never make anyone feel that way.
Well, yeah. Or not necessarily. Yeah. Do you think independent women make men feel that they're unneeded? And
I go above and beyond for people as an independent woman on that, and I will still go above and beyond for people. And I feel like they are still intimidated. I try and wonder why. That's something that I'm still reflecting on. And
So you think you think you intimidate men?
I don't try to intentionally, but possibly.
And do you think there's something you could possibly do to maybe
not less money?
No, but why is it necessarily a monetary thing that intimidates men?
Because I feel like that's what it
because
is.
Oprah still got
to like, okay, you need this done. Oh, I got it myself. Oh, there's females out there who will literally be like, oh, pay for dinner, do this, do that. I would like a guy to pay for dinner. Yes, I would. That's the to me the small things you can do. But like when it comes to the sense like, oh, she has her own home, like apartment, she has her own car, she has her own this. She literally does not come to me for money. Like if I need anything, I am not going to anybody for money. I will make sure if I can't do it, I can't do it. If I can, I have the money to do it, I will do it.
But is it? Well, do we only do this life thing, and it's only what somebody could financially benefit? Because even you as a person, do you feel like your only benefit is that it's financially I'm okay? Is it not necessarily more than that per se?
Well, so, like I said, coming home to food, a clean house. That's what I literally said a while ago. That is things that are important to me because like with
but you said you couldn't get a
like,
guy who would make less than you though.
To invest in?
You said a guy who couldn't necessarily make less than you though.
Yeah, I'm still standing by that.
So it's kind of a 50-50.
Make less than me, that I'm gonna still be the one to provide everything in the house, to pay the bills, to cook, to clean. Like even if you were cooking and cleaning, it's still kind of stressful being the main breadwinner.
I see.
It is.
Okay. So, but you see where it gets to be a pressure on the guy, so where it's hard for him to per se be doing, all aspects, and that's why maybe he outsources. But you said it's a lot of pressure on you to clean, to do. Yeah, so you were looking for
the cleaning and the
financial.
So if I'm doing all that, what are you doing?
So, but but you see where even as a guy, if it's a guy, he's like, so how do I do the financial, the cooking, the cleaning, to do this?
But he's not doing the cooking.
But no, but let's say he is. So how, like, you see where it could be the pressure.
He's helping out. Yes, I'm not expecting that from you 24/7. But I feel like a lot of guys expect for the females. Could be generational wise, but I assume a lot of guys expect for the females to be the not the breadwinner, but like the cooker, the cleaner, they're the breadwinner.
The breadwinner. That's kind of like the societal, old school societal norm.
So it's more so in the sense like in what she's saying, being an independent woman, you're doing all of that. So what does a dude really contribute to?
So what do you need in a man necessarily then? If like
that's the issue.
So say like what are you necessarily looking for then, or what? Like, what do we need in a man? Like, if you're the independent woman, you got everything on the line.
That's the topic.
So you tell me, what do you need in a man?
I don't know. I don't think I'm fully independent because I never said I don't need a man. So I'm independent in the sense that I can pay my own bills. I can do my own cooking, my own cleaning.
So
but I never said
a man do
I'm an independent woman and I don't need no man for nothing. I never said that.
What can a man do to benefit you?
I already told you. Help me out on days where I work a 12-hour shift. I come home tired as hell, and then I come home.
What if it's not conducive to this?
I met people before, like, I haven't lived with people like such, but I've met people where I will come back and they just expect from me. And I'm just like, okay, I will do, but what are you equally bringing? And a lot of times I don't get that.
So what if he says that, yo, I'm bringing the home?
You're paying the bills?
Yeah, so you're bringing all that.
Okay then. So
you're cool. So then it's like, okay, I can do all that.
I'm gonna still be independent in my ways. That I'm not gonna go like there's some females out there who be like, I need to get my hair done. I need to get my nails done. I need to do this, that, and the third. I will never ask a dude to give me money. But I would hope as a dude that is with me, you would just know that
comes with the territory.
Yeah, like, you should just help out.
No, much understandable. Show a little love.
But that's what it's the difference between like being independent. And I won't say that these females who ask for that, I'm not judging them or anything like that. But I would hope that for me personally, they would understand I'm not that type of female. That would be like, oh, pay for this, pay for that. We go for dinner, you must pay all the time.
Yeah.
I'm okay with, okay, I pay sometimes, you pay sometimes.
Okay. So what do you think?
Once we're together. If you're trying to court me, you better pay all the time.
So what do you think a guy's necessarily looking for? Do you feel like it's hard because you are that anomaly, you are that independent woman? Do you find it hard for men to be like, okay, I can work with you, or do you feel like you feel that combativeness, or that rift or anything?
It's interesting because at first I didn't realize that, because me personally, I'm hard on myself. I always
you thought it was going to be more of an asset.
No, I honestly didn't see myself as that independent until literally a guy was like, yo, you're too independent. Like, let me do this for you. Let me open the door for you. Let me do like, yeah. I was like, wait. I didn't think of that. I was still like, okay, I do it myself all the time. So someone comes into my life and they want to do this, that, and the third for me, and I'm just like.
So you think you lack that maybe a submissive aspect, or you're too headstrong or too forward?
As being a single person, you had to learn to adapt to your own settings. So I learned to adapt to my own settings, but then someone comes in and tries to help you with what you already adapted to, and you're just like, oh, I got this. No, it's okay. I got this. I'm used to doing it.
But you don't feel like sometimes you can just break that.
I literally had somebody, no joke, be like, I'm going to put the plates on the top cabinet, so you have to ask for my help to get it. Literally, someone said that to me, and I was just like, and then the person ghosted me. And then...
But it was to show that... So you don't think that...
I was like, damn, now I can't get the plates. And
because he wanted to feel needed. And you didn't allow him to feel needed because you
that's
made
what I'm trying to say. I never make someone feel like they're not needed.
But he felt that such
that's
an
the
point.
Own person's issue.
But so you don't know how you maybe come off, or how you make somebody feel. You think you don't make them feel that way, but they internalize it a different kind of way. And of course, you can't project how somebody's gonna internalize something.
True.
But you can only kind of see and adapt to, like, hey, this person took it as far as to say, bitch, I'm gonna put this so that you gotta ask me. You gotta go. I want you to need me really so bad. Like, no, it's really powerful. Like, I want you to need me so bad that you can't even get this. Like, you gotta.
But is it also a manipulative thing?
It's a want. People want to be wanted and needed and feel that they have an importance. Because if I come into your life and I'm not necessarily adding or doing anything, then what the fuck am I doing here? I'm just here. I want to feel like, because as you are on your independent route, and maybe I'm not able to match or do that, especially maybe it's a monetary thing. Yeah. So I use that dish as something for, like, yo, girl, money can't make you tall enough or whatever enough to get that. Like, you need.
But that's something I'm still trying to look into, like, because, like, as much as she's saying all that, I still see that as, like, a controlling thing. Like, you want to be in control of the situation.
But why don't you want to let me be in control? Why do you want to be in control? Why are you? No, but it's like, but why do you want to be in control? Like, why can't I?
It's not about me being in control. Like, why can't you just be like, let's put this plate at an equal level?
Well, why do we have to be equal? Why can't
both of us can reach it?
But if you're already doing the money, god damn it, can I do the plates? Like, if you,
I don't want to do the money.
But if you already are, because you've chosen to do that, because you didn't.
I have no choice.
But
who else am I going to depend on?
Me.
Who? You.
Me. Let me handle it.
I'm going to call her after talking about, like, can you come get this plate?
Yes. And I don't want to feel needed. Because I think that's the thing. It's like, people want to. I think that was where he didn't feel where he fit in, because you had all the T's and I's and dotted and crossed. You had it all figured out. But you came off that way, so you had it all figured out. Where do I fit in?
Okay, so that's the difference between having it figured out and having to do things to make life easier for you.
But you can't. But if you portray that way, where do I come in? My next question with you is, like you said, you couldn't date somebody who made less than you or anything of that nature. Are you compromising enough with your money to be submissive enough to? How do you feel about joint bank accounts, or him maybe controlling
what?
Or seeing what could be beneficial for the future? Just
controlling my money, or what?
But if we're married or we're really dating or whatever, it's our money. Or are we signing prenups around here?
No. I literally had someone say this to me, and it was the most attractive thing I've ever heard.
Ooh, let me
I
tell
will
you.
not go with it 100%, but it was very attractive.
What?
They said, "Your money is your money. My money is our money." Literally, I have the text.
Okay,
That
okay,
to me was like, wow. Because I know I'm not the person to let you fully pay. Like,
But so he was okay with it being that way. But why aren't you okay with it being on the reciprocal end?
I'm okay with it. I'm saying.
So
but,
it was okay.
but as much as they say that, let's literally dig deeper.
So
into
you
There's
give
no
him
way-
skepticism. You give him the skepticism.
There's no way that it's
So you don't believe it. So you
because
don't
there's
really
some
believe it.
guys
So you don't believe
who
it.
say that.
So
but
you don't believe it.
at the end of the day, you have to literally understand with your money, that person saying that, you are still gonna have to pay for groceries, pay for stuff that society thinks that females are supposed to do,
or whatever. Yeah.
or whatever, and that's whose money is that coming out of?
Is it so?
There's no.
So
I will not say there's no guy. I will say there's possibly some guys who are literally about that. Like, hey,
But he
whatever money
said-
you make,
but he
you
said
don't
it.
have to spend it on
He
anything.
said- so is it the uncertain? Is it the independent woman route and the mentality? Is it because you couldn't fork over your money and trust that this man would do right by your money and do right by you and your family? Is it to say that?
Your money is your money.
Well, no. Is it because that? Because a man said that he was willing. Because it's in a sense, men sometimes entrust that women will be the guiding factor to make sure all the bills, or sometimes they go bring home the bacon. But how many guys are on top of when the insurance is due, when the rent is due? That's what the woman does. But he will bring home that bacon and entrust that you will do right by it. But why do you essentially say that you don't entrust it the same way?
I didn't say that.
You gave off the notion not necessarily. Because I asked if you would be willing to entrust your money with him to be able to make those financially responsible decisions.
We didn't finish that topic. We were talking about something else. You started mentioning that, but I never said I never would entrust.
So would you entrust?
I just said that he said
So
your
would you
money is your
entrust?
money, and I would use my money for.
So would you entrust?
Would I entrust the guy?
So
with
would
my
you
money?
entrust? No, you can see them trying to trip me up. Bring man, cousin. Would you entrust?
All right. Would I?
So
entrust-
would you entrust? So we know the answer. It's okay. It's okay. We've got our answer. Thank you.
I didn't say anything.
What you didn't say was enough to say.
If I trusted the man and I knew that.
But how do you know you entrust? Unless you trust.
If we're married, period.
But how do you keep it in marriage? People are deceitful. Do you know our actual date of separation matters, you guys? So people can operate in very deceitful ways. It don't matter. It don't matter. People can very much operate in deceitful.
So that's
people
why
hide
I think
money.
it comes back around
So it's because
to having someone making the same amount as you or more than you. Because
It's monetary, so we always no, it's okay.
well, you just asked that question.
Well, no, because it's So
You
it's,
asked if I would trust someone with my money.
My
That's
money.
monetary, right?
yeah,
Okay.
but you said
So-
somebody was willing to give you the trust, though. He said, "I'm gonna trust you."
No, not in that sense. It was more in the sense of he's paying the bills. We have a joint account.
And your money is your
so
money.
my money is going into that account too. It's a joint
So,
account.
but the way you kind of operate is if you were necessarily the man, and if he was, let me kind of flush out my little thought. So if you were him and you had to make that decision, you wouldn't give yourself the leniency of, hey man, your money's still your money and my money's ours. You would still base it off of my money's mine and whatever per
Oh, no.
se is
Okay,
ours.
so when you explain like that, no.
No? Okay. So you would still be, it's all ours. He could make financial decisions. He could reach into
As
your
long as
account.
you're making the same or more.
And, no, he, but no. Okay, so
Don't come making less than me and think I'm gonna be a sugar mama or I'm gonna be over here supplying for you because no.
okay. But also, okay. So you can't come in. Okay, you can't come in correct, you guys. All right. So we've got it. Okay. But all right, let's wrap it up. So So what are some of the quickly
All right,
the
so
pros and cons
to
about
wrap it all up?
Yeah.
Being an independent woman has its pros and cons. Like I said,
What's some of the pros?
being that like and being someone who doesn't like to depend on people, you know that okay, you don't have to depend on anybody. If you want to eat this, you can get it. If you want to get that, if you want to travel here, you want to eat this, you can do it yourself. The cons being that it gets lonely sometimes because I feel like a lot of guys are intimidated by independent women and feel like, oh, because you're independent, you're gonna be the boss of me. But no, there are some independent women who can be submissive for the right one. And there's also independent women who are just like, I'm independent. I don't need no man for nothing. That I'm not that type of woman.
Don't be careful. We're not that type.
I understand there's a balance. There's always going to be a balance. There should always be like two people when it comes to things. It's more so in the sense that stop being intimidated and judging all females the same because not every independent woman
operates the same way.
Yeah,
everything. Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of That Average Joe Podcast. We're going to be doing some more episodes.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys.
Right. I only have one question for the world. How does Oprah and Stedman do it? I just want to know. You guys.
How do you feel about independent women? How do you all feel?